Hi, boys and girls. Okay, we're going to do our reading workshop exactly like we did it yesterday. The only difference is instead of talking about setting, today we are talking about the main events. So remember, the main events are the big things that happen in the story, right? Now, I'm not going to reread the story to you because you can listen to it on your own, but I am going to put what else is important to remember, that when we're talking about the big things happening in the text, we want to make sure that we tell them in order when they happened in the story. Because if we tell them out of order, it would be very confusing to somebody who is listening to us retell the story. So we're going to tell them in order. So on my cards, I have the first big event that happened in our story is that an angry tiger caught Bala in the forest alone. That was the big event, the first big thing that happened, because remember, she was looking for food for her calf and then the tiger caught her. So that was our first big event that happened. Then, now, what else is important about this? Sorry, I couldn't talk. Is that when we're talking, we're only picking out the big events. I am not going to go through and say every little detail that happened in the story, okay? So after the tiger caught Bala, of course they talked and they had a conversation, but the next big event that happened after that is that the tiger decided to let Bala go home to feed her baby calf, as long as she promised to come back. So there were some things that happened in between the first and the second big event. We don't need to have cards for all of those. We are just summarizing the big events from the story. So the second thing that happened is the tiger let Bala go home to her calf, but she had to promise to return. And then after that, we know all the details. She went home, she fed her calf. And then the third big event is that Bala actually went back to the forest, okay? This is big and this is important because I don't know about you, but if I were Bala, I would have been like, I ain't going back to that forest. I don't want to be eaten by a tiger. But she made a promise and she kept her promise. And so she returned back to the forest. Now, this brings us down to our next part, big things that teach the characters a lesson. So, because Bala kept her promise, the tiger decided not to eat her. So, let's start thinking about what kind of lesson that would have taught our character. And before I put that up here, let's just go to this bottom one, because big things that change the story, well, because she kept her promise, it changed the entire story. Because remember, the tiger was going to eat her. But when he found out that she was honest, he thought, well, instead of eating her, I am going to offer to protect her and her baby calf. So that was an event that changed the way the story was going, right? So all of these together will take us to our lesson that the characters learned in the story, also known as the moral of the story. And the moral of this story was always keep your promises and always tell the truth. Because at the end, since Bala kept her promise and told the truth, she was able to get the tiger to protect her instead of being eaten. So this is a very important lesson. Always keep your promises and always tell the truth. Okay, guys, so all you're going to do for Seesaw today is you can, I'm going to post the story again without me reading it. You can take the time. I know these stories are a little bit challenging and I don't want to make it frustrating for you. So guess what? You do not have to record yourself reading the story to me if you do not want to. If you choose to, I would love to hear it. I love listening to you guys read. But you can take the time in Seesaw to just sit back and relax. You can read with a sibling or a parent or a friend and just take the time and read the story together and take the time to enjoy it. Okay? All right, you guys, thanks for watching. Bye.